Hello and welcome to, of course, tonight's live stream. I hope you are all doing really well today. And of course, I hope you're having a fantastic weekend as well. It's pretty cold here in Japan. If you didn't see a very short live video that I did earlier over on Facebook, I was freezing. The temperature is really cold. But some of you live in warm countries. I envy you, of course. But yes, it is certainly much nicer to be at home. Pangat, hello and good evening to you as well. Yell, good evening. It's a pleasure to see you once again. I hope you're doing fantastically well too. All right. So today's lesson is basically going to be all about making suggestions and of course trying to ask for suggestions and of course give suggestions as well. We need to do this because it's very important for us to give suggestions to our friends, our family, colleagues, classmates, everyone really. So it's very important for us to try and learn how to give suggestions as best that we can. Gertrude, hello. Good evening to see you. I should think about what I'm saying. Good to see you too this evening. Grindstone, good evening as well to you. Thank you very much. Yell, here it's hot as hell, even in winter. Yes, Myanmar is actually very hot. We experienced it during Christmas and New Year once. And yes, it was very hot. Although Kalau was pretty cold in the evening. I must admit that one. That was chilly up in Kalau. Let me just spread the love over on Facebook and tell people there that we are live, of course, on YouTube. And hopefully we can get a few more people coming to join in for today. We are live on YouTube. All right. Come and join us. There we go. All right, that's all done. Adam, hello. Good evening to you. Sadriega, good evening. Yes, indeed. It's great to see you as well. Thank you very much. Amina, good evening. Awesome. Lots more people coming in. That's great to see. All right. I would love to get more and more people involved. It's always fun to get your guys' suggestions, advice, comments. It's fun. Aria, hello and good evening to you as well. All right. Fantastic stuff. Okay. So let's get on with it is a good phrase to use. All right, Rosemary, hello, good to see you too. All right, so let's jump into our lesson for today. I won't keep you much longer. I would say let's get lots more people in, but we're not sure. So let's just kick it off and start, and they can join and follow along, of course, as and when they drop in. So let's take a look then over here, of course, and what we're going to look at first, as per usual, is of course our PowerPoint. That's it. I lost my train of thought. Yes, so as you can see, we're going to have a look. Here is our PowerPoint, of course, and I wonder if it is going to actually change. No, it's not. So just give me 2 seconds. For some apparent reason, it won't sync up to my PowerPoint. So a little bit of a technical problem there. Let me have a look here. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't connect to the PowerPoint for some reason, and we have to change it over there. Okay. All right. Now we should be able to see the transitions. And there you go. I'm back. All right. No problems at all. Okay, there we go. So let's see if we can, of course, look at asking for and giving suggestions. Okay, so firstly, of course, where do we ask and give suggestions? I don't mean necessarily the place, of course. I do mean, for example, the situation. So what kind of situations do we need to give and ask for suggestions? And there are many, many, many cases. For example, business meetings is certainly one of them. Yeah, business meetings. We usually need to ask and, of course, give our suggestions. People ask for suggestions about healthy eating and dieting. That's a great one to use. For example, going on trips, weekends away somewhere. Yes, it's always a great one as well. Going somewhere with friends, like, restaurants. Changing jobs is a good one. Yeah. We ask advice about changing jobs. Asking someone, what kind of job do you think would be good for me? The next one is about studying. Yes. What's the best way to study, right? New activities and hobbies. When we want to try something new, or when we're interested in something that is a little different, we can ask about them. All right. The next one here, places to visit for vacation. Okay. Is a great one, of course. So, as I said before, going somewhere, vacation, quite similar. But yes, probably if we're going somewhere with friends, it means kind of like nearer places. Places to visit for a vacation usually means somewhere, of course, a little further away. All right, attending class. Which class is good? Which class is not good? Yes, there we go. That's a great one. Yeah, Aria, planning travel tours. I agree. Absolutely. Which airline to use sometimes. That's a good one as well. Yeah. Buying something. Yeah, always we would, ask advice, suggestions about buying things, right? Which one looks best? Okay. So yes, we can use these situations, of course, to ask for and give suggestions. All right. Many, many good places for us to use them in, of course. All right. So the next part that we can look at here, Julia, good evening. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Lovely to have you. So the next part is, of course, going to be having a look at something that is a little bit confusing. Buying things, especially before spending money. Absolutely, yeah. Trying to get suggestions about something that you're going to spend a lot of money on. Very, very, very important indeed. Thee, hello, good evening to you too. Okay, so this is a very common, very, very, very common confusing part. We've got two words that have a little similar meaning, and they often get confused and mixed up. On one hand, we've got advice, And on the other hand, we've got advise, right? So, a little bit of a different pronunciation. Advice, right? Advice. It's more of a soft C sound. Advise is more of a Z sound, a Z sound. Advise. So, why are they different and how do we use them? Now that is a good question, and I think many people do get them mixed up. So let's take a look at what they mean and how we can use them. Okay, Chaddy, good evening. Don't apologize. Better late than never, of course. Okay, so let's take a look. Advice is a noun, of course. It is something that you give, like an opinion, that is worth following, right? So when we talk about advice, right, now this is something that we give. We're giving your opinion, your suggestion. So let's take a look at an example. Can you give me some advice about changing my job, please? Right? So can you give me some advice? Right? Can you give me some opinions, some suggestions? Right? Another one. The blog gives good advice for first-time home buyers. Right? So this is a great one as well. It gives good opinions, good suggestions, good information. So it's all part of the noun basis here. Now the next one, which is very similar, but of course pronounced a little differently, advise is a verb. Yes. So advice is a noun, advise is a verb. And it is the action that means to recommend something, right? So we're talking about the action, not the actual suggestion. So, for example, please advise her to stop smoking as she refuses to listen to me, right? So basically, in this case, when we're talking about please advise her, it means, right, of course, you need to do the action, right? So it's talking about the verb, the action, not necessarily the suggestion. Okay. The next one. My teacher advised us to revise our subjects regularly. Now that could be a tongue twister. My teacher advised us to revise our subjects regularly. Yes, again, this is the action, right? Our teacher gave us some advice, right? They gave it to us. That was the action that they did. Of course, to revise our subjects regularly. All right. So those are the differences between advice and advise. As I said, sometimes a little confusing, of course. But yes, those are the differences. One's a noun, one's a verb. All right. So the next part is this one here, which I love, right? Asking questions, of course. These are fantastic to do. Please advise her not to give her wrong advice. There we go. Perfect. Yes. I like how you used both in the sentence there. Nice. All right. So, of course, we need to look at asking for suggestions. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a look through asking and then giving suggestions. And then we've got some fun activities. We're going to have a look at, of course, a quiz. We've got our random wheel that we're going to look at. And then, of course, we've got a conversation practice. And then, of course, as promised, idioms as well. So we're going to look through the, phrases and sentences first, and then we'll have a look at some of the fun activities. So here, asking for suggestions. We can start the question, any idea, right? For example, any idea where I could take my mum for her birthday, right? Using this one here, we use any idea. It's a very natural phrase for us to use. Very, I would say, very common for us to use, actually. The next one is can or could you suggest, right? For example here, can you suggest a good restaurant to take my client next week? Or could you suggest a good restaurant to take my client next week? Okay. However, be careful with this one. There is a mistake that I often hear, and it's not something that I hear a little. It's something that I've heard many, many times. And that is, can you suggest me? We don't use that. That's a very common mistake. You could say, can you suggest something to me, right, is okay. You could say, can you suggest a good movie to me? Or for me is probably better. But can you suggest me, we don't use. So be careful of that mistake. And the next one is, what do you think I should do? Right? For example here, what do you think I should do with my old car? Okay? So again, asking questions. All right? These are very, very useful for us to start the conversation of getting our friends or family's opinions or suggestions. So, now let's take a look at the most common ways of making or giving suggestions. All right? So, the first one is using the subject and then should and then of course the verb, right? For example, he should quit his job. Okay? He should stop smoking. You should enjoy what else? You should enjoy the food, right? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, the next one is subject and then could and then the verb, right? You could try yoga. So here you can see we've got should and then we've got could. Mari, hello. Tra, hello as well. Thank you for joining. However, there are a big difference between these two. There's a big difference. So should is something that we think is the best. You should try yoga, right? That means it's very good for you. It's probably the best. However, if we take a look at this one, you could try yoga, then this is kind of like a possibility. Maybe it's good for you. Okay? So, for example, someone may ask, I want to do something to keep fit. You should try yoga. Meaning, it's very good for you. Or, if you're not sure, you could try yoga. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not, right? There are many options. You should brush up on your English skills from time to time. Yeah, there we go. Meaning that's the best thing to do. Jurina, hello, good evening to you. You should try this recipe. Fantastic. Can you suggest me what to wear in the ball? No, we don't use can you suggest me. No. You could say is, can you suggest something for me to wear in the ball, right? We don't use suggest and then me, right? Suggest and then subject we don't use. Okay, so that's the one there. You could try meditation. There we go. Yeah, it's an option. It's a choice. Fantastic. I love it. Well done. Okay, the next ones that we're going to look at here. Now, these are coming into sort of the more natural ones that we hear regularly. Okay. Why don't, for example, you, right? Why don't you? Why doesn't he? So, of course, using don't or doesn't, and then the subject, he, you, we, and then, of course, the verb, right? So, here, if you hate your job, then why don't you quit? Okay? Yes. Why don't you quit? All right. So that's a good one to use. So why don't you, right? You is the subject and then verb is a quit, of course. The next one is having a look at the next one here. How about, and then ing, okay? For example, using ing is very, very important here. So, and then of course, it means a noun, right? For example, how about getting your mum a necklace for her birthday? Okay. So yes, how about, and then ing. Yes. All right. Not sure why we've got somebody talking about podcasts in the chat. Very strange. Okay. So yes, I am going to... Yeah, that will do that. All right. Just so they're not spamming the chat. Okay. So yes, how about, and then ing, of course. The next one is I suggest, right? Why don't you do meditation? It helps you stay calm. Lovely. I like it. Why don't you? Yes. I suggest or I recommend that, and then of course your sentence. Yeah, how about going shopping? Perfect. Okay. I suggest that he think more about it before he makes a decision. Yes. So I suggest that, yeah, or I recommend that. You could use it with any subject. I suggest that we don't spend all our money on a Christmas tree, right? We could use that one. Yes. I recommend that our new bosses buy new furniture. Okay, things like that are good. So we could use any subject, of course, in there. I recommend that she focus on improving her speaking. Right? That's another good one. And then, yes, I suggest, and then, of course, using the ing as well, I suggest going to Europe in the summer. Okay? Yes, I suggest going to Europe in the summer. I recommend trying that Mexican restaurant. Yes. Okay. Do you have any good restaurants you can recommend? Yes, I recommend trying that Mexican restaurant. Or if it's new, you could add that in there. That new Mexican restaurant. Yeah. Usually when we use that, both of us know the restaurant that we're talking about. It's familiar to both of us. Why don't you drive a little bit slower? It's safe for you and also for me. How about joining the online classes? You'll improve your English. Great! Thea, thank you very much. I appreciate those lovely suggestions. Okay. All right. The next ones that we can use here, again, are very, very useful. Using let's. Okay. Let's, and then, of course, your verb as well. My mother suggests me to have a good grasp of my income and expense. Otherwise, I can end up in the red. I suggest that you should stop smoking for your health. Great. Well done. Good job, guys. All right, so this one is let's, and then plus, of course, the verb. Let's try. Let's go. Let's play. Using those ones there. As you can see, we got two examples. Let's try this restaurant. Or, it's late. Let's go home. Okay, giving a suggestion. The next one, before we move on to the next one, let's is quite informal, casual. We can use it in many places. The next one is shall. Now, some people don't like using shall, but I do. I really use it a lot. And I use it in many, many situations. Talking with my wife, talking with my daughter, Sophia, friends, family, on business, anything. Some people think that it's only for very, very formal cases, business, etc. like that. But I like to use it in many situations. But it's your choice. But this is the one that I use quite regularly. Shall we, right? Shall we? And then, of course, verb, right? So usually with shall, we often use we, especially with suggestions. So the subject is mostly going to be we. For example, shall we eat at that new restaurant tonight? Or shall we invite Rob and Nori for dinner? Okay, so using we as always, using for the subject. Shall plus we. And then the verb, of course. All right, fantastic stuff. Okay, before we go on to one of these idioms, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at one of the activities that I would like us to try for today. And that first activity is going to be making suggestions, of course. And that one is this one here. There we go. All right. So let's take a look at making suggestions. All right. So this one here. What would we say for this one? All right. Go for a walk in the park. Let's. How about? Would you like? Shall we? Which one do you think is the most appropriate for this sentence? Okay. Panga, hello, good evening. I saw your comment earlier. You were very early. Of course. Jurina, thank you for being the first one. Okay. Cool. I like it. Good stuff. Whoops. Oh, what happened there? I made a mistake. Okay, there we go. Oh dear. As I said, I made a mistake for that one. All right. Okay, so yes, in this case here, I would say that you have two choices. You can use let's, you can use shall we, of course, as I mentioned before, no problem. But in this case, probably let's is more casual, so it's good for us to use, right? Next one, asking the question to the teacher. Let's, how about, would you like, why don't you? Which one would we use for this one? Okay. Yeah, which one do you think is the best answer for this one? Panji, good evening. Hello. All right. Don't forget, what we can see is using ing here, right? So, asking. Asking. Tra, nice. Well done. Very, very good indeed. Okay. Yeah, nice. Very, very good indeed. Okay. There's only one choice here. Yeah, only one choice that we can use. We won't be able to use any other ones, right? In this case, because it's ing, right? Because it's ing, we use how about. How about is the one that we use for ing. How about, and then asking, right? So yes, that is the correct one for this one. All right. The next one, right? The next one. We play basketball. Okay. Right, what about this one here? We play basketball. Let's, how about, why don't, should. Yes. Which one can we use? All right, good stuff. Yeah, very good. Nice. Yes, 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 yes. Very good indeed. Absolutely. I will, yeah, I will certainly address that in just a second. Okay, so nice job. Most of you said why don't, which is perfect. Why don't is the perfect answer. Some people are saying using should, right? Should we play basketball? Now, that's not really a suggestion, right? Should we play basketball means that, you know, you're kind of asking if it's okay or not, right? We're not sure. So using should in this case is not really a suggestion. You're asking if it's okay or not. So yes, in this case, why don't is the better option to use. Okay? If we're saying should we play basketball, right? If we said should we play basketball, you know, it's kind of like you're undecided. I'm not sure, right? But if we say, why don't we play basketball? That's more of a suggestion. You're giving a specific suggestion to your friend, your family, whoever. Yes. All right, the next one. What shall we use for this one? We eat some cake. That little boy is incredibly happy eating cake. All right. Okay, this one's easy. Yeah, good. All right, perfect answers. Lovely stuff. Well done. Okay, no problem. Hannah, yes, thank you very much for joining. Good stuff. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Shall we eat some cake? What? Again, for some reason, it's made the wrong answer. It always does. Shall we is the best answer. Ignore that. Okay, ignore that one. Okay, the next one. Go ice skating tomorrow, right? Let's, what about, would you like, shall we? Yes. What do you think is the correct answer for this one? Something, go ice skating tomorrow. All right. Oh, yes, probably Sadriega. Yes, maybe that's true. Indeed. Yeah, unfortunately, probably because maybe that's because of the typhoon. Maybe. I don't know. I know that you guys had a really bad typhoon just the last couple of days. Awful. Yes. All right. Nice. Again, here, you've got two options, right? You probably could say, let's go ice skating tomorrow. And also we can say, shall we go ice skating tomorrow? Majority said, shall we? Which is no problem. Let's is also okay as well, right? Okay, the next one. I'm bored. Something, going to the cinema. Let's, how about, would you like, shall we? Okay. Which is the correct answer for this one? Yes. Now you see the patterns perfectly. Well done. Very, very good. Absolutely. No problems at all. Yeah, good. Pangat, Thi, Jurna, Tra, Yell, Arya, good. Rosemary, nice. Amina, Thi, Pangat, fantastic. Of course, Chaddy, well done. Hannah, yes, very good. All right, no problem whatsoever. Very good job. So yeah, how about is the correct answer. Very good. Julia, well done. Very good too. Now, the next one. The next one here. All right. Something you to go to Germany for the amazing Christmas markets. Right? Let's. How about I recommend or do you want? Which is the correct answer for this one? Okay. All right. Yes. Very good. Alrighty. Absolutely. No problem at all. Very good. So yes, in this case, we're using, of course, the subject. So something and then the subject, which is you. All right. So yes, absolutely. Oh, perfect. Panji, yes. Rosemary, Chaddy, good try. Well done. Hannah, yes. Very good. Amina, Yell, Jurina, Arya, good. Grindstone, and Julia, absolutely correct. Yes, I recommend you, yes, to go to Germany. Fantastic. All right, the next one. All right, the next one here. This one here. Something you study for the exam at the library. It's quieter there, right? Yes. Now, this is an interesting one. Okay. Yes. Very good. Very, very good indeed. All right. You've got I suggest. How about Would you like? Why don't we? Yes. Okay, good. Very, very good indeed. Okay, nice. Fantastic. Yeah, spot on. Very good. Amina, Hannah, Rosemary, Tra, Aria, Panji, good. Pangat, well done. Grindstone. Not this one, no. Because we've got you already. Right? Because we got two, we would have two subjects. So that's why I put it in there. Be careful of that one. Alright, so this one is I suggest you study for the exam at the library. Good. Alright, the next one. Here. We are going to amusement park. Okay. And then let's join us. What about join us? Why don't you join us? Which one would we use as the best answer? Alright, which one could we fit in there to be the best? Yeah, nice. Nice. Very, very good. Fantastic. Well done. Yeah, good. No problem at all. Lovely stuff. Why don't you? Yes. Julia, Jurina, Thee, Panji, Hannah, Tra, Amina, Rosemary, good. Aria, yes. Yell, absolutely. Chaddy, fantastic. Why don't you join us? Perfect. Very, very good indeed. Gertrude, yes. All right, the next one, and this is the last one. Something going fishing. It looks like it'll be nice tomorrow. Let's. How about, would you like, shall we? Okay. Going fishing. It looks like it'll be nice tomorrow. So which is the best answer for this one? Yes. Following the same system as before, I'm sure you know what to do. Okay. Yeah, good. Very good. Gertrude, nice. Salariega. Yes, you got that one right. Good. Tra, yes. Very good. Pangat, nice. Jurina, good. Yell, yes. Chaddy, of course. Julia, not that one, no. Because we're using ing, right? Because we're using ing, we have to use how about. How about, and then ing, always. Yes. Okay, so be careful with those ones. Whenever we use the verb ing, it's always how about, right? How about going shopping tomorrow? How about playing tennis? How about eating at that new steakhouse? All right, so yes, always using how about. Fantastic, well done. Very, very good. So now it's going to be your turn. I would like you guys to practice using some of the phrases that we have just looked at. So anything is okay. How about, I suggest, I recommend, why don't you? Any of those, and I would like you to make some suggestions, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at our Wheel of Fortune, of course, as someone quite rightly named it once. Okay, so let's take a look here. And this one is all about you guys giving your suggestions. Okay, so I'm going to spin the wheel. It's going to stop on one of the sections, and I would like you to give me some advice about that, of course, situation. So let's give it a try and spin the wheel. And which one does it land on? Okay. Ooh, nice. Okay, so the first one is, I want to learn something new. So, what is your suggestion? Okay, please give me your suggestion using, for example, how about, why don't you, I suggest, I recommend, you should, you could. All right, so any of those, please give it a shot, give it a go. What is your suggestion? I want to learn something new. Okay, what is your suggestion for me in this case? Let me have a look at your suggestions and opinions. Okay. All right. Okay, anyone's coming up with an answer? Okay, I'm interested. What do you think? What are your suggestions for me to learn something new? All right. What about cooking a Japanese meal? Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, good. Yeah, actually, you can use like what about or how about and then ing. Yeah, Gertrude, absolutely. No problem at all. Yeah. How about is okay. What about is also great to use as well. Tra, how about attending a cookery course? You can cook very well. Nice. Okay. You got a cooking theme going on already. Gertrude talking about a Japanese meal. Tra talking about a cookery course. Nice. How about joining a class? What do you want to learn? Yeah, well that means that's the suggestion, right? I want to learn something new. I'm looking for suggestions. What things could I learn? Yes. Jirina, how about learning English? With my live lessons. Okay, great, thank you. That's to someone else, of course. Good. I recommend you to learn the Chinese language because it is the second. In this case here, Julia, great sentence. It's the second most popular. Perfect. We need to put most in there. Yeah, it's the second most popular language globally. Well done. Good. Fee, I suggest that you should learn you should learn a new language. Yeah, good. It helps you practice. Your brain, your memory will get better. Oh, good. Yeah, nice. In this case, probably here, Fee, I suggest that you should learn a new language. It helps you train your brain is a good one. Train. Yes. Train your brain. Your memory will get better. Good. Well done. How about speaking? Myanmar. Yeah, good. That sounds a great one. Tra, I am so sure that we are really into cooking. Yes, I agree. How about going to learn something like cooking new Filipino food? Yes. I have Len to teach me about that, yes. All right. I recommend you visiting Japanese museums. Yeah, good. Very, very good indeed. Nice. Okay, let's spin the wheel for another one. I recommend you to practice meditation because it's good for our health. Yes. Lovely stuff. Well done. All right, next. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh. All right, nice. So, this one here, I would like to go somewhere for Christmas. Yes. So, what are your suggestions? Okay, I would like to go somewhere for Christmas? Yeah, what places can you suggest and recommend? All right. Okay. Yeah, somewhere good for me to go for Christmas. Alrighty. So what are your good suggestions for somewhere for me or maybe family to go for Christmas? Alright. Okay, nice. Alrighty. Why don't you take up gardening? Aria, that's a great one for the previous one. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I did this year. That was something that I learned this year, yes. Okay. Yeah, I would like to go somewhere. Let's go to Vietnam. It's a stunning country with friendly people. It's a great option. Fantastic. All right. Very, very good indeed. Why don't you go to Paris? That would be a good place for such events. I agree, yes. Yeah, Paris is a very beautiful place to go. Nice. Well done. All right. Any other good suggestions? Yeah, I like these. After this one, we can do probably one more. Yes. I suggest to go nowhere on Christmas. Money is not enough to travel. You should visit London. Okay, good. Why don't you go to Australia to spend Christmas in the sun? Yes. Santa Claus surfing, maybe. Can I suggest for you and your family to have a Christmas vacation in France? Yeah, in France. Yeah, good. Julia, I like that one. Right, nice. Very, very good indeed. Yes, fantastic stuff. Although I think one of my goals, I would love to go to Lapland. Yes. Lapland is a beautiful place. I want to take Len and Sophia there because it's just amazing, I think. I suggest you to stay at home and eat some snacks and watch Christmas shows. Yes, probably Gogglebox has a Christmas special, which is great. You should go visit your family home. Pangat, yes, I would love to. Right, let's go to England and visit. Yes, see, I don't know why you retracted it, but good. All right, nice. Let's have a look here. We will spin it one more time. Okay, hopefully... there we go. This is a good one. Okay, I would like to take up, right? So using the phrasal verb here, take up, means, of course, start a new sport. So what are your suggestions? I would like to take up a new sport. All right. Let's go to England and visit your family. Yeah, good. It's a great one. Indeed. Yes. We were talking about that the other day. Len and I were saying it's a shame that we cannot go to England for Christmas at all. All right. Okay. So the next one. What are your suggestions for this here? All right. So I would like to take up a new sport. You should try English football. Oh, yes. I should indeed, of course. Yeah, football is fantastic. I would like to take up a new sport. Fitness. Okay, good. Very good. Yes, of course. How about taking up? In this case, Julia, you can use taking up, perfect. How about taking up tennis is good. Or if you don't want to use taking up, you can use play as the ing, as the gerund. How about playing tennis? That's fine, right? Yeah, good. Tra, I recommend you try canoeing, which is amazing. You can take in the sounds and colours of the sea. Yes, that does sound very nice. My dad likes kayaking, actually. So yes, it's a good one. You should practice American football. I knew you could. Really? Oh, American football. Yeah, I've never been interested in it so much. Yes. How about riding horses? It's fantastic. Yeah, good. Probably in this case, we would change it, right? Because riding horses, we often change it to horse riding. How about horse riding? That is the activity, right? That's the activity. Yes. So horse riding is probably the better one to use. So just if you change the placement of them, that would be perfect. So how about horse riding? It's fantastic. Perfect. Pangat, I suggest you to take up cycling because cycling is fun. Yes, I agree. I agree. No problem, Julia. My pleasure. How about playing cricket? Yes. When I was younger, Arya, I played cricket a lot. All right. Lovely stuff. Well done. Very, very good indeed. Okay. So that is for that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our presentation. And I've got one idiom that you will like here, and that is right up your street. Yes. So the meaning of this is very good. It means to be something that is perfect for you or for someone. Okay? So when we're talking about like an activity or a show or a movie that we know someone will love, we can say it's right up your street. For example, I've got a little job here which should be right up your street, meaning that it's a perfect match. Maybe, you know, you've got someone who likes to fix computers, and I have a job that will match to their, of course, skill. All right, the next one. You should watch that new movie. It's right up your street. There we go. Right up your street is a great one for us to use when we're suggesting things for people. Okay. So now we need to look at how to accept advice, accept suggestions. So, of course, we can say, sure, why not, right? Or that's a good shout, right? That's a good shout. That's a great idea, all right? Again, using things like this, okay? Yeah, just one idiom for now. We've got more idioms coming up, don't worry. Lots of idioms coming up. Sounds perfect. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I like it. I didn't think about that. Yeah, when someone gives you a surprising suggestion that is good, we would say, I like it. I didn't think about that. Meaning that it's a bit of a surprise. Sounds interesting. Yes. The next one is kind of not really saying yes, but not really saying no. I'll consider it, or I'll think about it. You're not accepting, but you're not rejecting, right? You're just saying that you will think about it. Maybe yes, maybe no. I'll consider that. I'll have to speak with, and then da 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 da. Now this is used, of course, in, I would say, situations maybe where you cannot make the decision. Maybe your boss will make the decision. So I'll consider that. I'll have to speak with my boss. So yes, we can use that one there. The next one is how to reject a suggestion, but politely, right? Not saying, nah, I don't like it, right? That's not polite. So we need to learn, or we need to know how to say no or reject in a polite way, in a nice way. Otherwise, people might get a little bit offended. So we could say, I'd rather not, right? I'll consider it. It's a great one to use when you don't want to accept someone's idea. Yes, I agree. But you don't want to reject it as well. So yeah, I'll consider it, meaning I'll think about it. Yeah, this one here, I'd rather not. So yes. The next one, I'm not sure about that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Yes. The next one, I don't really feel like. Yes. And then continue it, right? You can say, I don't really feel like it. Or I don't really feel like doing that. Right? We could continue that one there. That's a good idea, but... And then the reason. Yes. Or maybe another time. Yes. Saying that now is not a good time to do that. Or I don't think that would work. Right? I'm not really into, and then something else. So for example, if someone is suggesting playing tennis, for example, right? I love tennis, don't worry. But just as an example, playing tennis. You could say, I'm not really into playing tennis. Or I'm not really into playing sports as a general. So now comes the part that I like. The conversation, where we can put some of these together in a conversation so you can see how they flow and actually connect. All right, so let's take a look. I'm struggling. Any idea where I can take all of my staff for our Christmas party? Yeah, you could go to that new tapas restaurant. I heard it's really nice. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest, because we went there for someone's birthday last month. I'd prefer to take them to a different place. Ah, okay. Well, you should definitely take them to the Asian restaurant. It's really good. If they like Asian cuisine, food, it'll be right up their street. The next one. Great stuff. That sounds like a great idea. I'll call and see if they have any dates available. Do you fancy having a coffee? Yeah, sure. Where do you want to go? How about Starbucks? Now, this is an interesting one, right? How about, in this case, we don't need to use, the verb here, right? we can just say, how about, and then the place name, the actual name of the shop, right? That's a good shout, but I don't really feel like waiting for a long time. They always have long queues, long lineups. Okay, shall we just go to the tea room? That's not so busy, and it's always good. Sure, why not? All right, so there we go. We've got some awesome phrases in there, naturally, of course, connected to the situation. So I would say that the first part is going to be me. I will read the blue sentences and you guys can read the red ones. So let's give it a shot and practice the conversation together. Don't be scared. You can speak aloud. Yes, don't worry about other people hearing. Practice makes things much better. So let's give it a try, okay? So I'll read the blue parts first. You guys can read the red parts. All right, let's go. I'm struggling. Any idea where I can take all of my staff for our Christmas party? Your turn. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest, because we went there for someone's birthday last month. I'd prefer to take them to a different place. Your turn. Great stuff. That sounds like a great idea. I'll call and see if they have any dates available. Do you fancy having a coffee? Your turn. How about Starbucks? Your turn. Okay, shall we just go to the tea room? That's not so busy and it's always good. Oh, right. Well done. Good stuff. So, both, of course, roles have suggestions in them, right? Doesn't matter which one you are, you're giving suggestions. So let's try this conversation again, but we're going to flip the roles. We're going to change. This time you will use the blue sentences. I will use the red ones. So let's give it a shot. And then we can move on to the fun idioms part next. All right. So you're going to start the conversation and I will then read the red parts. All right, let's give it a go, guys. Please start. Yeah, you could go to that new tapas restaurant. I heard it's really nice. Your go. Ah, okay. Well, you should definitely take them to the Asian restaurant. It's really good. If they like Asian cuisine, It'll be right up their street. You'll go. Yeah, sure. Where do you want to go? That's a good shout, but I don't really feel like waiting for a long time. They always have long queues. Sure, why not? All right. Well done. Very, very good stuff there. As always, that is just a sample conversation, just something that we can check out and see, conversations in a natural way. Of course, I understand that sometimes it will not always go exactly like that, but that is just a bit of a, I would say, example, of a conversation that could happen. But now, what we're going to do is, that is all we've got time for our suggestions. We're going to move on to some idioms, of course, as I know you guys love your idioms. And here we are. So, let's take a look at putting these ones into, of course, this here. Pangat, I love this session. Good. I agree. I think it's awesome to be able to practice and have an idea of different ways to use things. Absolutely. All right, Aria, good. I'm glad we have a similar things. Good. Of course, we love idioms so much. Yes, I know you do. So here, she was lost for something when she was awarded the prize. Touch, heart, love, or words. Okay. I'm going to give you a bit of a challenge today. I'm not teaching you the idioms. I'm just going to give you the quiz to see if you're familiar with them. Okay. All right. Saruyega, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, good job. Everybody's getting this spot on. Well done. Pangat, good. Thee, Gertrude, yes. Yell, Panji, Aria, of course. Julia, Chaddy, well done. Rosemary, yes, very, very good indeed. Yeah, great. She was lost for words. Yeah, Amina, well done. When she was awarded the prize. Perfect stuff. Great. The next one. The writer hasn't lost his something. His latest book sold very well. Heart, face, touch, or track. Right? Now this is an interesting one. Are you familiar with this one? Yes. The writer hasn't lost his heart, face, touch, or track. Yeah, these are interesting ones for us to use. Which one would we use for this sentence? Okay. Oh, good. I can see a couple of correct answers already. Nice. Well done. Very, very good indeed. Alrighty. Yes. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. No problem. Guesses are good. If you're not sure, just guess. Actually, in this case, it is touch. Touch. In this case, when we talk about this one, the writer hasn't lost his skill, right? When we say hasn't lost his touch, meaning they still have the same skill, right? The skill is still there. So yes, the writer hasn't lost his touch. His latest book sold very well. Yes, that's the one that we would use. All right. All right, the next one. The crew fought a losing something to try to restart the engines. Okay. The crew fought a losing something to try and restart the engines. Face, battle, love, or track? Okay. Which one would we use? All right. Yeah, many of you guys have got this one. Very, very good indeed. Oh, nice. All right. Fantastic stuff. Okay. Yeah, good. Nice. Losing battle. Yes. The crew fought a losing battle. Basically, whatever they did, they were never going to win. They were never going to be able to do it. So it was a losing battle. All right. Fantastic. Clau, hello. Good evening. Glad for you to join us. All right. Means to win the lead. Yes. All right. Here. That's good. Losing battle. Meaning that they couldn't restart the engines, meaning probably the engine of the car. Whatever they tried, they couldn't restart. They couldn't make the engine run again. Yes. Okay. Cool. The next one. The next one here. I've lost something of my old college friends. Right? Track, way, battle, or bearings. Okay. I've lost something of my old college friends. Right. Which one would we use here? Okay. Oh, good. Very, very good. Nice. Well done. Very, very good indeed. Okay. Absolutely. No problem. Yeah, me too. I think we do. It happens, unfortunately. Yes, I've lost track of my old college friends. Yes, we don't know where they are or what they're doing. That's right. Very good. All right, the next one here. There's no something lost between the president and his counterpart. Okay? Yes. There's no something lost between the president and his counterpart. Alrighty. So what would we use? Love, battle, count, or track? What would we use here? Okay. What are you thinking? Nice. Yes. Absolutely. Good, good, good. Yes. Very good. Very, very good indeed. Nice. Okay. Yeah, in this case, you're absolutely correct. There is no love lost between the president and his counterpart. They don't like each other. They hate each other. Yes. So in that case, we would say there is no love lost. They don't like each other at all. Okay. The next one. This is a difficult time, but don't lose face, words, heart, or touch. Right? This is a difficult time, but don't lose face, words, heart, or touch. Which one would we use? All right. Yeah, nice. Very, very good indeed. Nice emoji. All right. Aria, Julia, good. Amina, well done. Clau, yes. Panji, Yell, Chaddy, absolutely. Rosemary, yes. Jurinar, fantastic. Hannah, spot on. Well done. Yes, Grindstone, lovely stuff. Very good. Pangat, absolutely. Fantastic. Well done. Okay, this is a difficult time, but don't lose heart. That's correct. Meaning, right? Don't lose your confidence, right? Keep going, right? Yes. Absolutely. Thea, I agree. Liz lost her something home walking through the woods, right? Yes. Liz lost her something home walking through the woods. What would we say for this one? All right. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Fantastic. Nice. Of course. Of course, of course. Yeah, very good. Very, very good. No problem. Everybody got that one perfect. Liz lost her way home walking through the woods. Great. Very, very good. Okay. All right. The next one is she accepted defeat without losing something. Touch, face, battle, or words. Right? Which one would we use? Of course. She accepted defeat without losing. Which one? Yeah, good. Nice. Very, very good. Absolutely. Fantastic. Okay. No problem. Looking at your answers, everybody. Well done. Amina, Rosemary, very good. Mari, Aria, good. Chaddy, Pangat, good. Panji, Gertrude, all spot on. No problems at all. Face, without losing face. Yes. Meaning that she didn't lose any respect, right? She accepted defeat, but she still looked good in doing it. Yes. Nobody thought it was bad or negative. All right. The next one. I've lost something of how many times she's been late for work. Bearings, count, touch, or battle. Right? I've lost something of how many times. There's a big clue in here though. Yes. Should be able to get this one. There's a big clue. Very, very big. Yeah, well done. Very good. Very, very good indeed. Lovely stuff. Yeah, spot on. Well done. Nice. Okay. Yeah, good. Everyone's got this one correct as well. Absolutely. Of course. Always. No problem at all. Yes. I've lost count of how many times she's been late for work. Yeah, good. Alrighty. Very, very good. Alright, the next one. We lost our something in the fog and ended up 30 miles from home. Right? Or this one. We lost our something in the fog. So the fog is like low cloud. We cannot see. Very difficult to see. And ended up 30 miles from home. Oh, good. Very, very, very good indeed. Nice. Great stuff. Very, very good indeed. Yeah, Julia, good job. Rosemary, yes. Yo, absolutely. Hannah, Aria, good. Thee, Gertrude, yes. Mari, you are correct too. Chaddy, yes, very well done. Great stuff. Panji, yes, indeed, very good. All right, yes, no problem at all. Gertrude, well done. Bearings is the absolute correct answer. Well done indeed. Good job. All right, you guys rocked that one. Absolutely, no problem whatsoever. Okay, so thank you very much indeed, guys. You did a fantastic job there. And let me bring it up to here. There we go. All right, so today was all about giving suggestions and also asking for suggestions as well. So those were the main parts of it, right? And of course, we had a look at using some important, phrases, vocabulary, sentence structure as well. So hopefully all of you guys understood a little bit better of how and where and when to use some of those suggestions. Okay, very, very useful indeed. And then of course we got to look at the idioms at the end as well, which are always fun for us to do, which I hope again you guys really enjoyed, of course. So yes, that is all for today. I hope you guys had a great time. Thank you all very much for joining me and spending time and supporting the channel. Of course, it's been great again to have all of you here. So thank you very much indeed. And if you do have a couple of seconds, please hit the like button. It just helps the video and the channel reach more people, of course. Hopefully, as I said, we can keep growing this together and get a good community enjoying and learning English as well with all of us. All right, so thank you very much indeed. Thea, yes, thank you. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. Mari, yes, you too. Have a lovely weekend. I hope it's not too cold where you are. It's cold here in Kanto. All right. Thea, you're more than welcome. Thank you very much. Julia, thank you too. Chaddy, my pleasure. Aria, no problem at all. You are more than welcome. Panji, yes. Absolutely. Thank you also for joining too. Amina, you're more than welcome. Thank you. Hannah, my pleasure. Pangat, no worries. Have a lovely weekend as well for you. All right, Yale, no worries. Thank you very much. It was fun. Yes, I agree. It was great fun indeed. Julia, absolutely, for like and share in the beginning. Julia, I appreciate it. Thank you all very, very much indeed. Fantastic. Clau, thank you. Tra, thanks a lot as well. Really appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right, that's it from me, and I am going to probably upload a very short, I like doing the shorts videos for the minute. As I said, I'm trying to do the 12 days of Christmas, a very short video and a longer one. It's a little bit difficult, but I'm trying to get through it and put out some good content for everybody. So, I'm going to hopefully do that again a little bit later. Have a lovely evening, have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all again back here for the live lesson on Wednesday. But in between, please check out, of course, the other videos that we upload onto the channel as well. And I will see you all again very, very, very soon indeed. Mari, thank you very much. I'm glad you like them. Fantastic stuff. And all, have a great weekend, and I'll see you all back here on Wednesday. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.